YouTube, my name is Mesa Sean, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 drama video. Yeah, looks like we've got a lot of drama going on within the Destiny community. Looks like everyone is leaving. The game is dead. I've been hearing that since, let me see, September of 2014. Anyway, I know, that's a dumb joke. Yeah, this weekend, I was out and about, and when I looked at Twitter, I saw Pyro Gaming. He's a cool guy. Check out his channel. I'll link in the description. He tweeted out a picture where it showed, I think Bungie or Destiny 2 was trending on Twitter. I think it was more Bungie, yeah, and that something was going on. So I did a little digging, or actually had a tweet out. I had no idea what was going on, and you guys filled me in. But we'll talk about that, my opinions on it, and we'll go over some details. But by the way, we got a new story mission here today. Thanks for everyone who hung out with me on stream. Well, actually, by the time this video is going up, that stream was yesterday. Cool little story mission. It looks like we have an exotic ship that you can go for, but it's not guaranteed. No one that was with me on stream got it, but it looks like you can do it over and over as long as you configure your lure to do the mission over and over, and I guess you have a chance at this ship, and it's a pretty cool looking ship. Will I take off my Whisper of the Worm exotic ship? More than likely not. If you enjoy this video, a like rating is very much appreciated. Helps out the channel. Comments help out even more. Subscriptions also help out, so hit that subscribe button and also become a channel member for some exclusive benefits and also an awesome Destiny 2 Mesa Army community over on Discord and a clan that the channel members themselves set up and run. Let's get into it. So I tweeted out, or retweeted, my good friend, my name is Bife. I've known him for years. And I said, could someone fill me in on what's going on? I think I muted way too many people years ago and literally have no idea what's going on. And that's true, guys. You know, when it comes to Twitter, I really just check the notifications to interact with you guys who follow me on Twitter. Other than that, I'm looking at Instagram at guitar pictures, right? So follow me on Instagram, Mesa_Sean. Twitter is Mesa Sean. But I tweeted it out, and yeah, you guys spelled out what was going on. It seems like a lot of the, I guess, PvP streamers or PvP content creators are pretty fed up with Bungie, or pretty fed up with the state of the Crucible, feeling ignored, and stasis seems like a big problem in the Crucible. I'm going to weigh in on this one here. Now, listen, we all know I'm not a PvP channel, right? I play PvP really just for the pinnacles each week, and I would play I love freelance Iron Banner, and honestly, as a Warlock main, I don't even use stasis because I'm not good with it. I always end up going Blink Warlock and use Devour a lot, and just love blinking around the map all the time to get me out of bad situations or away from stasis. Stasis in PvE, though, however, I'm completely addicted to it, and I use it non-stop. In the Nightfalls, I use it in the Lost Sectors. In the Raid, not so much. I'm going to go Well of Radiance for... Oh, my voice cracked. I'm going to go Well of Radiance for a lot of things. For 8-track tape, I go with Devour Warlock, just because it's fun, I guess you could say. But stasis on, pretty much all PvE activities I'm using. But let's talk about PvE before we get into the drama and also what's going on with the PvP community. Well, let's talk about the Dawning, okay? And with regards to the Dawning, if you did not know, the Cold Front submachine gun, the kinetic submachine gun, if you got it with Dragonfly, Joe Garoth from Bungie did tweet out they will be changing it to Swashbuckler because it causes some sort of errors or bugs within the game or something, and it was never intended to drop with Dragonfly. Instead, they're going to replace it with Swashbuckler, and that's something more fiery is going to be coming later on this year, and he pretty much was implying that, Fatebringer is coming back. And we already have that confirmed when Vault of Glass comes back, that Fatebringer, it was mentioned in an article, I did cover this before already, guys, that Fatebringer is coming back, and I'm praying that it is indeed exactly the way it was in Destiny 1. And I see a lot of people upset that Dragonfly is being taken off, but who likes Dragonfly? In my humble opinion, I'd rather have Rampage or Swashbuckler or something with more damage. I feel like Dragonfly really doesn't even do that much. Even when you throw Dragonfly spec on it, it's still nothing like Firefly. Firefly from Destiny 1 and what's on Ace of Spades is still like the best. When we all completed the community event for the Dawning, we got a bunch of rewards, but it was nothing to be like, wow, I got this. Either cosmetics, Ascendant Shard. I did get an exotic armor piece, I believe. Honestly, I wasn't even paying attention. The Dawning for me, it wasn't a fun player experience, you know, and I feel like 3 years in a row of having the Dawning pretty much be the same, the Festival of the Lost be the same. I think they got to change things up, guys. I think something like Sparrow Racing needs to come back. I remember I went to a summit before Forsaken came out. This is not like NDA stuff. I could just say this. I did bring up Sparrow Racing. All the other content creators and streamers kind of looked at me like, oh, do you see me whip that grenade? Like, really, Sean? They're like, do we really need Sparrow Racing? But I feel like for something like the Dawning, having the same activity to do, that's not exactly that fun. Running around just doing kind of the same thing you're doing in the game already, collecting all of these things to bake goods and bring them to people. It's not really a fun player experience. I feel like they need to mix it up, and I feel like Sparrow Racing, if they would bring that back, it's just another element and maybe tie some rewards to it or something like that, and it might be a better player experience. But the Dawning, I didn't see any incentive for me to really grind it out, and I didn't. Destiny Tracker tweeted these numbers out yesterday, and it looks like there's almost 1 million people playing PvE yesterday, about 677,000 playing Crucible, and tracked players is 21.4 million. Right now, only 48,000 on PC. But keep in mind, guys, 21.4 million, that's tracked players. That's literally just people that set up an account, or at least I think that's what I'm reading into it. And that more than likely can include new light players, maybe people who just tried it and was like, okay, I'm not going to play this anymore, or tried it, played it for a little bit, and then tapped out. Okay, so remember, that's not accounting for, there's not like that many people playing the game. But the numbers do seem pretty low, though. And looking at all of the responses to my tweet on what's exactly going on with regards to this drama here, it's mainly about the PvP community, and my response is this, guys. And a lot of people aren't going to want to hear it, and I want to hear from you guys in the comments section. I'm pretty sure I've said this many times in the past, that I still will always feel like Destiny 2 is a PvE game that just happens to have PvP, okay? It's not like a dedicated PvP game. You want to talk about competitive? Go play Call of Duty Warzone. Right now, it is a horror show with the DMR and the Mac 10 meta right now. It is, it's still fun, and I'm still addicted to Call of Duty Warzone. I don't upload content because you guys will unsubscribe to the channel, and it's just, I have fun playing with my best friend from childhood who lives in Los Angeles, and his friends from LA too. We have a blast every night. But I mix it up between playing Destiny 2, and that's, one thing I always encourage people to do is, play other games, guys. When we have downtime, use it to your advantage. If there's nothing to do in Destiny 2, play something else. I still feel like Destiny 2, in general, has the best gunplay, or the best feel, the best music, the best vibe in pretty much any game I've played. And that's why I've been with this game for the long haul since 2014, since I logged into the alpha and heard that music and was completely hooked on this game. However, I do completely sympathize with the PvP players, because if you're not a PvE player, you're not into shooting aliens, which is easy, you like competitive games, you want more of the PvP experience, you want more things to do. Trials is back, but let's face it, guys, Trials is not like it was in Destiny 1, or at least to me, it doesn't feel like that. And I know they're slowly trying to, add things to it, and with the adept weapons and the adept mods and things like that, but I do feel for you guys, and I really hope Bungie does start addressing things. But here's one of the main problems, okay? So it seems like right now everyone is, or at least the PvP community, is upset with Stasis, and it's breaking the Crucible right now. Now, I half agree and half don't necessarily agree. I mean, the last Iron Banner, and by the way, thank Bungie putting freelance Iron Banner. Thank you. It's been a godsend, okay? That's the only reason why I'll play Iron Banner, is because we have freelance. I really find counters to it, whereas like when they're coming at me with Stasis, I'm just blinking out of there, okay? And then again, I don't really play all my other characters. In terms of PvP, I'm always going to play Warlock, because that's what I feel most comfortable with. But I do understand the frustration of, being frozen all the time. But here's the problem, guys, and I think we're all aware of this. How many times have we all said a gazillion times they need to balance PvP separately from PvE? Guys, I don't think it's possible. I really don't. And I'm not a developer, but the impression I get, even from back from the Destiny 1 days, is whatever changes they make to a weapon, archetype, to a subclass, to anything, is global. It's not like something they can do for PvP and then it's separate from PvE. Like, I remember when Vex Mythoclast, I loved it to death in PvE and PvP. I think it was in year 3. It wasn't too overpowered in PvP. It was just fine, and it was great in PvE, except you just run out of ammo all the time with it. But when fusion rifles got a blanket nerf to them, well, Vex Mythoclast kind of became useless. Same thing with, I think, Hawk Moon in year 3 was pretty useless even in PvE. Now, I'm sure Bungie's quite aware of the stir that's going on, and the Pitchforks are out on Twitter, okay? I feel for them coming back to work this week, and I'm sure we're going to hear something in the This Week at Bungie this week. If we get one, I don't know, TimeSplitter01, channel member admin, my boy thinks we're not going to get one this week. I'm pretty sure we're going to get one, because I know Dylan tweeted out, back to work this week, and so forth. So, what's the solution, guys? Let's come up with one in the comment section. At this point, I don't really know. In terms of stasis being a big problem in PvP, man, the only thing they could do right now is, look, if you nerf it for PvP, you're going to ruin it for PvE, okay? And I still think, I'm still on that tip, and I know it probably will tick off a lot of the PvP players, is that, you know, Destiny 2 to me feels like a looter shooter that's a PvE game that happens to have PvP in it, okay? I'm sorry. That's just how I feel, all right? But if they nerf stasis or they change it up for, it's going to ruin PvE, basically. And stasis, come on, guys. It is so much fun in PvE, all right? I can't stop using it. It's such a blast. But according to the hardcore PvP players, it's just a nightmare for them, and I totally feel for them. Listen, so what's the solution? I mean, the only thing I could come up with off the top of my small brain, well, small head, I should say, is perhaps maybe test out a playlist of Control or something without stasis, like stasis is disabled or something, and see how the community or PvP community reacts to it. See, you know, I always said for Bungie, if you want to do tests, you know, try it with the playlist. You know what I mean? Make up some new playlists and see how many people actually engage with it. Get some feedback. It was obvious that freelance Iron Banner worked out great, that they brought it back. I thought it was just an experiment. It probably was an experiment, and it seems like it worked because it's back this week for Iron Banner. I didn't expect this video to go on this long, so I'm going to end it right about here. But basically, look, guys, I still enjoy Destiny 2. You guys know I'll always be here, okay? I only play games that I truly enjoy. And right now, when I'm not playing Destiny 2, I play Call of Duty Warzone. I'm not into Cold War. Cold War is a horror show. I don't like it at all. But Warzone, I really enjoy that game. It's fun, you know? That's my multiplayer fix, I guess you could say, is Warzone, whether it's solo or with my friends. With solos and Iron Banner, and I keep coming down to 2nd or 5th place. I cannot get that solo win. It's impossible. I always choke at the end. But anyway, end of the video. Babble mode is engaged. But please, guys, sound off in the comments section. Rather than being a bunch of negative Nancy's, let's come up with some solutions, some ideas, your thoughts and opinions on, you know, are they really ignoring the PvP community, or are they just stuck between a rock and a hard plate? You know what I mean? Hard place. I always forget that. Is it rock and a hard plate or rock and a hard place? I don't know. End of the video, Sean. Just ended already. Guys, sound off in the comment section and let me know what you think or some possible solutions you would have for what Bungie might be able to do to help out the PvP community. They are part of this community. We can't ignore them, even though I still think mainly PvE game. They can't be ignored, and something has to be done. And what can they do? That's it, guys. Leave me hashtag made it to the end. If you did make it to the end, and do me a favor, drop a like in this video, only if you see fit. Follow me on Twitter at Mesa Sean. Check out my stream. Usually known as on YouTube, and that's it. I am out of here like Vladimir.